from the ball in. Well, you make your mind up at home whether Jonathan Brown should have picked that up. Mitchell puts it up just in time. Hodge inside 50, heads toward goal. Breeze didn't bother him.
Luke Hodge, you'll notice, he's fresh. He's not the quickest player in the game, but he's got a burst of speed and he uses it just to give himself a little bit of space and time to straighten up. That's the important thing. He doesn't kick across the body. He straightens up, aligns himself with the target, and then just kicks through it nicely. Slow start by both teams, but finally a score on the board. And the Hawks have let a few slip through their fingers.
This kick from defence will give us an indication. Sits up a little on Franklin, but does carry him, and he's back. Heels onto it. Puopolo calls for it. Franklin ignores him. He runs away from Maguire as if he was standing still and kicks a ripper.
He's got to buffer him up the ground. He can't get caught under the ball.
Well, he tried to take front position. You don't. I agree totally, Jason.
Take front position if the ball's there to be marked, but when you're not sure of the ball, you can't allow that to happen.
Well, even then, I think you're just taking low percentage any time that you're going to get in front of this man, because he can buffet you under the ball and leg speed. Many of the guys got no hope on that occasion.
Last year, they've got a lot out, but someone's going to have to push him out of the team if he has another good game this week. Franklin.
Now, that's where Maguire can concede the mark. Let him lead up.
No doubt.
And if he gets it at half-back and wing, this is going to hurt. A 50-metre penalty.
And look at Buddy go. Maguire here hasn't picked up the run, so he's waiting for it to be set.
He's going to go for goal. He's taken off, and the umpire called time off, so he wasn't allowed.
Generous 50. That's about 70 metres.
Is it what?
Well, that's what you get if you actually make the effort to try and push the 50 out. Birchall tries to bend it back, and even the local boy, Grant Birchall. 13 minutes gone. And Bailey manhandled by the Irishman. McKeever in game 3. Wins himself a free. Spear pass, Franklin on the move, and it's hard to stop that. They're under siege already, the Brisbane Lions. Pokes it wide. And how's that seen? It's seen as a shepherd by Sheldon. Thought he was protecting his ground okay. But the umpire said no. He looked around for where Murphy was, and Murphy wins a free.
They're kicking the ball pretty ordinary coming out of defence. Brisbane now.
You can put this to the top of the square. Wynn gets hold of it a little. Hale backs back. Strong hands.
Look at the goalpost shaking about.
That's what he has ahead of him. And he spears that one beautifully. The Breeze moved it late. Didn't go after it went through.
Franklin on the lead and the small players. You need an outlet. And if David Hale can stand up in that role, have his time in the ruck, gee, it takes you through a final series a long way, I would think. But just did well there. Leuenberger, not great positioning. Adcock was under this, but Leuenberger had to be stronger on that occasion. Just pushed off the line with the ball too easily.
The 29 possession game last week and the win over Port Adelaide.
There's Banfield, got to get involved here.
And Gibson backs back with the flight. Great contest. Kept his eyes on the ball. So even if his arms met Banfield's arms, he was never going to get a free because of attacking the mark. Brilliant. Rolls it out. Mitchell. And that was a perfect pass to Shields as well. Crowd showing their appreciation. Mitchell. Young. You can go for goal. There's no one in the square. He gives it off. Smith runs to 45. Trouble brewing.
Josh Gibson's desperation at half-back. He was outnumbered. He broke a couple of tackles. Now, he dives on it, drags it in, but then very quickly gets it out because he knows he's got a defensive sweeper. Just waiting for the ball to be pushed out, and that opened it up. A couple of passes later, this is happening. And plenty of teammates going to Josh Gibson after that passage of play.
All right, Isaac Smith, you said he's got to get better in the body on body. You can run with the ball and time it.
Hanley. He keeps it low. Tough ball to mark, although it was marked well by Suckling in the end. And super boot. Suckling heads wide to Cheney. Have you seen better, Jason? You played with the great Darren Jarman.
There's no better kick than Darren Jarman.
Okay. We can't compare him to Darren Jarman just yet?
No, and Jarman had the same on both feet.
Okay.
He's done it again.
All right, here we go. He's already kicked one like this. He's got White Cross out wide. Runs to 50. Free kick. Play on advantage, and now it'll come back.
No,
he's paid a 50-metre penalty.
Yeah.
He's paid a 50-metre penalty for taking Franklin out of the play after he got rid of it and not allowing him to continue on and support the player that he hand passed it to. So he shoots a hand pass out, and then that is a very soft 50-metre penalty because...
The umpire wave play on here.
Yes.
Yes, okay.
I think the umpire realised, hang on, that's a 50-metre infringement, I have to pay it.
And Franklin kicks it out of the stadium.
4 goals to 2. It's 5-1. Now, I think this is a really harsh decision. Now, he's not... Contact was inevitable, and it's minimal.
Yeah.
Because he's chasing, and Franklin is going to shepherd wide cross after he's given the hand pass
See
anyway.
the umpire wave on then.
Yeah, but then the umpire realised the infringement actually carries a 50-metre penalty, and that has to...
Hodge, third man up. Puopolo. Good gather in the end. The Shields spears it towards goal. Sensational start for the Hawks.
Who will just go hard at the footy, and have a look at him come at it here. He doesn't care who else is around. He's not getting out of anybody's way. He just has his eyes on the ball, and then once he takes clean possession, fires out a terrific hand pass and sets up the goal for Shields.
Bailey, 6th season on the Hawthorn list. Great story of perseverance and faith by Hawthorn hierarchy. White cross. He went for goal. Hit the post.
The follow-on from that story is Hawthorn's had 24 possessions in their attacking 50 to 4 for Brisbane. So it's the quality of ball going forward.
Just dropped that. Did Sheldon. No free. Hodge. Banked forward. Franklin's direction.
Look out.
Maguire turns him inside out. Paddles to his own advantage. Slips up. Shorts it. That's as good as it gets. Know whether to have his hands, palms up or down. Rockcliffe having an outstanding season to Hawksley, whose kick was poor. Cheney will send it back. Down to 1 minute and 40 to half-time. It's been all the lines in the last 10 minutes. Puts it up high again, hoping for Franklin. Not even there. Hale dragged down. Mitchell off hands. That would have been